Hey guys, welcome to Crypto India. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm your host Shiv. So in this video today we'll talk about JP Diamond, the CEO of JP Morgan Bank. JP Diamond attacking Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies once again in Delhi. We'll talk about a reported fraud of about 600 million US dollar in Bitcoin in New York, and we will also have a look at the cryptocurrency market cap. We will check the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. So thank you so much for coming back here, and if you have not hit the subscribe button, go ahead and click on subscribe so that you don't miss out on these important updates. Let's start with the coinmarketcap.com. So you have the market looks pretty kind of stable right now for the last 1 week, especially after the China ban, the cryptocurrencies exchanges ban coming out from China. So we have Bitcoin at about 3,700 US dollar. You have Ethereum at 266, Bitcoin Cash at 416 US dollar, Dash is 349, and Litecoin at 47 US dollar. The only difference that we see right now is that Dash has replaced the position of Litecoin with 2 billion market cap right now. So let's talk about the news from JP Diamond, the CEO of JP Morgan again, which is there on cnbc.com, which I will leave the link in the description below. So it seems he was in Delhi for India Investor Summit between 20th and 22nd of this month, that is till yesterday. And he was interviewed. In his interview, he said that he thinks that the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin will have no value in future. And I don't understand why would he say that, because his company JP Morgan Securities just bought some Bitcoin. He recently caused a FUD saying that Bitcoin is a fraud, and then his own company bought Bitcoins. Again, is he trying to achieve something similar? I wouldn't be able to comment, because these are guys, these are banks. You are talking about cryptocurrencies fighting, making these banks obsolete. The business model is about to be literally taken away by cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and all these stuff. So these kind of reactions from the CEO of banks are pretty much natural and accepted. So he also went ahead and said that the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will have no value, and probably in future the government will not be very happy, and the government may consider the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin as a black market. So anybody dealing with it wouldn't be considered an ethical person. Now this is an investment which does make sense to a certain extent, but I don't see the possibility of that as yet. The reason being, there have been a lot of governments around the world, like South Korea, like Australia, like Japan and Russia. They have actually been supporting the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. They have accepted this as a regular payment method. So something like this, that to consider Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a black market, it has to come from the governments all over the world together, and then it can have a little bit impact. Or else just one government deciding it or declaring that it's a black market, it would be harmful for the country that is deciding something like that. For example, China going ahead and banning cryptocurrency exchanges. Now we know the fact that the China has banned so many other things in past. So it is not very something that they are doing for the first time. They have banned Google, they have banned Facebook, they have banned Amazon. So for China it's normal, but for any other country, putting a ban on cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin is going to cause uh, a loss to the country's economy. So I don't think a country will ever try to come to a decision like that. But again, remember, JP Diamond is nothing but he is a CEO of a very popular bank, and so he will definitely cause this FUD. He will create this fear in people's mind, so that people who are holding Bitcoin, they can sell it off, and then he gets the advantage of buying it at a lower price. We have seen that before, and I'm not surprised if he does that again. So these bankers will try to scare normal people, and so that they sell their Bitcoin. because we all know bitcoins are limited in numbers. It's 21 millions bitcoin. It's such a wonderful protocol that cannot be killed by anybody. There is no central server where bitcoin, it will just survive. It cannot be killed. And these major organizations, these banks want to take the maximum benefit out of it. Somehow they have understood the power of bitcoin, but when it comes to public, they would not reveal that power, and they would try to scare people and cause the FUD, or try to manipulate the market so that they can take more and more advantage of this. Let's talk about some news from New York. So this is called CFTC, which is nothing but a trading regulatory in New York, which stands for Commodity Future Trading Commission, US. Okay, has filed a lawsuit accusing a Brooklyn, New York man of operating a Bitcoin Ponzi scheme. Now this is something that I've always referred. Okay, so there is a difference between the hedge fund investment and the Ponzi scheme. So you are the fund in Bitcoin or the other cryptocurrencies are, I mean, we have seen a lot of schemes and scams wherein the companies come to you, and whether it's online or offline, and they will offer you certain returns if you give them your fund, if you reinvest into their schemes and plans. And sometimes it is very difficult to differentiate between what is a Ponzi scheme and hedge fund. So this is something like that that happened in New York. It seems like it's a fraud of about $600 million into Bitcoin. So this company called Gilfman Blueprint has taken the funds from people in the form of Bitcoin, and they have so it turned out to be nothing but it's a Ponzi scheme. Of course, it has been reported to US Commodity Future Trading Commission, and they are looking into it. But again, what the lesson that we take out of this news, guys, that it is very important that you don't let anyone else control your wallet. You don't let anyone else control your Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrencies, because you're literally giving away your fund to them, and which is not safe and secure. So cryptocurrencies has taught us one thing, that you have to be responsible for your own wallets. You have to be responsible for your own funds. You cannot trust a third party with your funds by giving them the access to your funds or whatever in the greed of getting more returns from those fund investors, which is very, very risky. So the best thing to do is hold your funds yourself, control your own wallets. Do not let anybody else access your wallet, or do not hand over your fund or digital assets to anybody else for any scheme or scam. That's a very important lesson that I would like to talk about here. So thank you so much for watching it, guys. That's it for right now. Let me know about your opinion and thoughts about JP Diamond's comments, and why would he even make such comments, and what do you think, your thought and opinion. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button right now, and if you hit on the like button if you did like the content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.